question that nobody knows the answer
Sassy,
to.
I guess,
Agent
now.
select, certainly something to keep your eyes pinned towards for Vitality. Destrian's got his work cut out here.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be difficult for him to really, I guess, demonstrate to us.
What
the
rickety fuck is going to happen here?
What's the Giants'
chance? Changes of roles, changes of agents, so coming across here when they've
We lost a heretic.
massively around this
We
gecko,
don't know why.
particularly on Lotus. We'll have to wait and see.
Let's go, Weber. Do you think they have nightmares about losing to Weber? I would.
Yeah.
Cold.
Weber, no. Stop it, Weber.
Alongside Destrian, but
how are you better than your other players? How did you play better than the Champions MVP?
Did you like my Neil Zinio interview, by the way? I was actually really nervous doing it, because it was like... I don't know. I think Neil was nervous as well, because like, he doesn't want to fucking...
He can't answer 90% of the fucking questions.
Yeah, but it's also like you can make a roster... You want to be honest with people, but you also don't want to put yourself in a position where you're effectively shit-talking a player and ruining their career.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't think that was the intent. It was just...
Comes out from Giants, deals with Molzy and Twiston. And now an even affair,
Oh,
3v3.
Sender.
Sender just completely caught off guard there. I'm not sure if he sent a snake bite.
Oh, Destrian's got to do bits here.
Key engagement here.
I actually kind of want both teams to win. Oh, one cold. Oh, Destrian.
Difficult.
Ah!
Is he picking up the wingman?
Times it well.
Okay, he's got plenty of time.
Gets the kill, gets the job
No
done.
ball
First
harbor.
on the board here for
That's the thing.
Giants.
I feel like if I'm gonna
So
learn
deep
stuff
setup
about an
towards Rumble
agent,
as well. I'm not sure
Destrian's a
Sender
pretty
had sent
good
a snake
like
by and was just
player to
getting back
watch
to a better
play it,
position to
because
be able
he'll
to
have
assist
focused
on
on the
site there, but
utility and not
completely
just
caught off
I can
guard
get
with
kills.
an extra player. Actually in the
Destrian would be a
position to
really good
support him as
coach
well.
when he like
Could he
retires, because
completely
he's
caught off
the
guard
guy
here.
that's always like the best on the
That's
new
his full
agent.
effect on
I
that
find.
flash.
I think he was a
Yeah.
really good hab. I think he was a
Yeah,
really
Bone
good
Cold.
fade.
Well, it's like for the first
You
week
don't
it's
expect him
IDEX,
to really
and
be
then,
holding that deep for,
Yeah.
again, that angle to open
and
up,
then other people pick it up.
Curious here, Giants at least get
Tuiz,
themselves
yeah,
a pistol on
Tuiz
the
is
board.
very good at just playing different agents.
Is
I
that
was
somebody else's
surprised.
mum? Have we got another mum on the scene?
That was your mum, Ryan. You just don't know
I
yet.
don't think my mum's a Vodafone Giants fan. Giants
Why not?
Gaming. I keep calling them Vodafone Giants.
Yeah, Mitch does shit like that. Can't stop saying football list. Just reads out the
Yeah, but
fucking
football is just
sponsor.
such a better name than Foot Esports.
So again,
Like, come
nothing
on.
really to report early game. This could
Football
be
list is
right.
actually a baller name.
Yeah, respecting that enough to fall away just a touch.
I think I only noted him one here, so he's still curious.
God, I knew he was gonna hit it. I knew he was gonna hit it. The second he was doing the fucking jiggles, it's like he's gonna kill him.
How many times have we
Rhyme
said
should
this
know
team is so
better.
deadly with these weapons?
Bone Cold with the sheriff. I said this. I said this when
who's been another
who is it?
fiend on
Lemmy Moore was getting all the sheriff kills. No, it wasn't Lemmy
Down
Moore.
to a 4v4,
Yeah,
but
it
any
was.
damage is great at this point.
I was like Bone Cold Sheriff the Bereth.
The fuck did you say? Did you just have a stroke?
The Bereth.
The Bereth.
So,
Hello, it's me,
Sheriff.
Ryan Central. That was Bereth.
Perfect swing through here.
No,
A chance
I mean
for
like the
farm to come
Bone Cold
through.
Sheriff the Bereth.
Twisted now.
Fucking
A 1v4,
awful, though.
Scope in hand. Doing damage here would be huge
Football
for him, but
chest,
I expect
really?
Giants to really throw bodies on the line here.
Bereth.
No, if he can cross cleanly to Cloud, he's still going to find it difficult. Does get the Bulldog for this, though, so it does become a little bit more
It
imposing.
does
with
kinda
12
look like
seconds. Again, you're looking for mistakes to be
Twiston just has a
punished, and no one's
second
giving
set
him
of
anything. You're absolutely
eyebrows.
right. So going to go back, get the ult, and probably slip away. The Bulldog
You just put them on
still
today.
to hand. The Giants are having absolutely none of this.
So I'm questioning how much Twiston thinks he's going to get off this next round. Trying to hold on to the Bulldog or at least let the round expire.
Players who kill little
pushing
bro are
through.
heartless. Yeah, it's a sacrifice they need to
So
make.
yeah, actually, he is still kind of suffering for the purchase in the next. I think he was actually considering just holding on to that.
Vitality.
I mean, an option here to
I
trade
do
off
think the
potentially
fucking
get
Golden
a
Hornet.
rifle
So
instead of the
I
Guardian.
love them being there. It's just so
Sacrifice
much
you
It's
to
a
fun.
really
but
cool
prioritize
concept,
that
yeah.
Nonetheless.
Oh, Tom, I want a CSGO skin. To claim it,
Yeah, very
go
strange
to
to see that actually.
that website.
Yeah, I got a lot of those DMs when I
Say
watched some of the
Vitality did
CS
invest some
major. You just get fucking
Weapons to the previous with
spam.
pistols and
Yeah, I
that
literally
Marshall,
watched
but
like 3 rounds.
actually
I
holding.
can't remember who was playing. I think it was
placement there for the
FaZe
jump
and
spot.
That could have been
Hey,
so
I'll leave
difficult.
that
Forza?
one goals up, but to be honest with you,
on
Could
Overpass,
have been
I
such
think.
an
yeah.
issue if they actually managed to catch that, considering it is like a solo.
That sounds
hold
about
all
right, yeah.
day, right? Like that would have been.
yeah,
Players who
this
play
is the
Gecko are
anchor
hard
for
stuck iron. What the
Giants
fuck?
defense.
Yes, coupled with a little bit of utility alongside it, the Killjoy.
Good geckos are
Alarm
really hard
watch
to play up
sitting
against.
Tucked in, but again, get that pick, it doesn't really matter. They're on the site anyway. Not the case though, so we carry on forward still. A lot of intent.
If you've got some good setups with the ultimate as well, like holy shit.
Does have to respect this, slip a little deeper towards tree. Call for support. Those Seekers are going to come online though and come on out already. Straight towards that B side. And the flashes.
Whenever you like switch to a player who's been hit by Dizzy, it's just the biggest mind fuck.
Why did they just push the smoke?
Oh!
Like there was no one
It is, no, it is weird though, isn't it? Because all other flashes, you just have the UI element come up.
Yeah.
But not with that one.
Running on a plate that round.
I guess nearsighted, you also have that effect come through.
Yeah, I'm really curious. One of the things, obviously, from last
watching
week,
Liquid CS is pain.
Giants to really tighten up some
But that's
of
why
their
most of the
defensive rounds,
fucking players moved to Valorant.
Almost feels very similar to some of the rounds we saw last week versus Heretics. Again, this is so
Nice round,
brazen.
Buncall.
Whether this is just
Like
slightly off
Scream,
timing with
yeah,
flash
the North
I don't
American
know,
player
but
that moved to Valorant.
It's just the sort of things, just, you know.
I like how you named one of the
i's,
only
cross the t's
non-North
for some of these
American.
defensive rounds for Giants that looked
Oh,
very
you
poor
meant
last week.
specifically Liquid Scream, but he again, it doesn't really work. But okay, I get what you were doing.
I've done well to get 2.
Looked very good. Send a success is going to help things. Just puts basically Fatinho all in. So he has to
Oh,
be big here, and he's only got 1. Only managed to take down Destry.
The wingman made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Fatinho's like, who the fuck is this running at me?
Reality, but with the spike down and the post plant set into motion.
Batman is on his forehead. I thought they were eyebrows.
Task in front of him.
2 snake bites to work with, but a very deep hold here towards Mound. And make it really difficult. He has to be conscious of all these
Did they
close
not
angles
place
on
the
site.
orb, or did they?
That spike is ticking
Oh no,
away
he
already.
has. No.
This is so dangerous.
He's got no
But
smoke
he had it.
break sight lines, nothing.
Oh no, he still has it.
he's
Like,
not
what
gonna
the
have a chance
fuck? Why
there.
I don't get it. Why not
Really
place
well
the
in the
orb
end,
there? I
just
guess you just want to have
sitting a little
visibility on
deeper.
the
This is
post
really
plant.
bizarre. It's 2 back-to-back rounds that are almost.
He needs
so,
to
yeah.
protect
points that I took away
Gotham
from
from
last week.
British
This is
cuisine.
another
Fuck's
one where
sake.
Giants are happy to turn scrappy, and I think in terms of roles, it's definitely a discussion.
Is it like
point
some
here
sort
with-
of like
without Nookie being on the
margin
duelist, being on the
Dragon
raise,
Ball thing?
Those aren't really the
Like
strengths
margin
of what we've seen
twisting.
from Giants this season.
That's the thing. I'm sure it is
Especially for
100%
Fatinho.
anime
He
related.
really excels in some of
So
these
I'm sure there's
scrappy
someone out there
brawl
who's like,
style
oh, that's so
rounds
fucking
that
sick, but I don't
Giants
understand
seemed
it.
so happy to do last week, and we know that ultimately that was their demise, right? The pearl pick, it didn't look good with Yoru being so slippery
Egg
and
and
catching them
chips.
off guard.
I don't know why. I
Hoping
don't
that trend doesn't continue
like,
here, at least
especially even with like cooked breakfast and stuff.
early
I
on
don't
here, we've
mind
seen
the
a few
taste of
examples.
egg, and I like
The
dipping
other side of
stuff
that,
in
I think
it.
Twiston,
But egg always just makes
even
me
though
feel a
there's been
bit
some kind of
rough.
sporadic performances,
Rhyme's
he
doing
has
his
looked
best
good in those
angel
scraps.
impression
He
with all
certainly
these
has.
first
He's one of the
steps.
players that does seem to
So
have
I'm not an anime
Yes,
enjoyer.
absolutely key way to
I
phrase
don't mind. So I watch a bit
Will
of
be interesting
Demon
to see if there is a
Slayer.
pump
I
of
like
brakes,
Demon
maybe an
Slayer.
adjustment on that aspect of brawling here.
But yeah, I'm not like I don't watch a massive
Fatinho and
amount.
Hoodie finding kills out of nowhere.
3v3.
We are in a post plant.
How did Destrian die?
Bone cross position is
I don't
rough
like
to
this
deal with, but
spot.
that's the one
I don't
way to
like
do
it.
it. Hoodie swings out, finds it, multi
Oh,
down
no.
low, traded on
That's
out,
like a
now center.
Rahujin
This
spot.
time
Like
they've
you use it
got
for
strokes
ranked,
to
you
hold
don't use it in
attention.
pro
Great
play.
tag on Fatinho, though. Down to
He's
30.
still got both
Nookie,
snake bites.
how
That's the
can you
thing. He
become
keeps
relevant to this? You
having
want
them for
to
the
try and
post plant, but he's never
assist
actually
in this,
using
and
them.
That's fantastic. Giants
might as well
finding
use
an
them
opportunity out of
proactively.
nowhere.
A little bit of a slip up.
Well, I
actually,
guess
for
you
Bone
might
Cold
get a
to commit
replay
to
of how
that position
Destrian
up top,
died.
I'm not sure if he doesn't want to give away a sound cue
He got
dropping off,
flashed.
but it's a free peek.
That was a thrifty.
Again, the setup isn't there for somebody to swing through
That's
and
not
trade
round
that
the Vitality
immediately.
should be losing. Against the thrifty, they
Swan's
use
back with,
2 ults.
I say, I'm not even sure what damage comes through here on the back of the snake bite.
Oh.
It's actually Fatinho.
Tinia does well.
I didn't even realize he actually updrafts and found that angle.
Yeah.
Beautiful retake.
That's the thing.
from Giants.
Fatinho is an absolute machine on this map. I feel like this is his best map. Like, he just seems to perform really, really well.
Back swiftly made. Sat at about a 3-2 currently. Good buy. Ult's now starting to come through as well. Desperate to fight for that space over towards C. Find very little fight back. So again, you can see that instantaneous adjustment, pulling those 2 players away. Just leaving
It's really
Ryan to
awkward,
deal
like,
with his opposing number.
Playing
Bone
on
Cold.
attack with these ultimates, I think,
The
for
full intention
Vitality
now
as
being
well. They
read
don't.
here from Vitality. This
Seekers,
kind of
maybe.
3-1-1 is now back in play.
You don't have a lockdown.
So
Bit of a
saw
fade
Defoe
ult.
again, Bone Cold.
Is a
Look
side
for some
up.
contact on the other side of the map.
Right.
Cloud does invest early here.
I
think
might
gets
need to
an
go
awful
get
lot
that
of
as a fucking
information
sound clip.
for them to act upon.
It's pretty good, I think.
I feel as if that's an advantage in there. Approach towards A site here.
Last time
Oh,
they
yeah,
did
we're
try and
seeing
lean
the
towards that
A
B side,
to
but
B
Messi
strat. Never seen this one before.
Wasn't clean by any means, but mostly we were questioning Giants kind of fighting into
he
themselves.
fucking headshot him through the wall.
Didn't seem to sit right. For now, though, we do have the lockdowns. This could potentially.
And now they go to C strat.
Yeah, it looks like back over towards C.
Yep, the Lotus experience.
Good info on Rhyme, though, yeah?
Is Rhyme going to die first again?
The flash was not good. That's actually hindered progress massively. A little bit of a team flash goes a long way as Rhyme now in danger, but he's still holding the ground. Support's now here.
Oh, there we go, Rhyme. There we go, Rhyme.
Wow.
It's fucking beautiful.
You kind of want Twiston leading that fight, I think, instead of holding.
Yeah, I guess the initial strat was probably for them to go B though, so like he ended up in the wrong fucking place.
Yes, but maybe gonna want to try and hold on to this rifle. Twiston showing a little bit of frustration actually with how this one's panned out. Like I said, they had the information actually on Rhyme, but that flash not catching. And like you said, even I'm not even sure if it's just Molesy eating that on the way out of the smoke, but
that's more of an angel impression
in terms of progress towards the site.
To be fair, yeah, it's like he'll die first of multiple rounds, and then he'll get a triple spray down. That does sound like Angel.
Positioned here, you almost want
and then
him
that's
to
just
be able
as
to
intended.
isolate that kill on the back of the information from Bone Cold's TP. But there's no burst towards site.
Twiston 2 and 5.
The bloke. You've said Psy as in like the singer,
a little curious on the
rapper guy Psy, and then Duck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because Duck for no reason.
Vitality seemed to kind of have, you know, hot and cold sometimes, but
I don't think his name specifically was Psyduck. I think they might have been referring to the Pokemon.
So timeout coming in for Vitality.
But I think you knew that. In fact, I'm almost certain you knew that.
That frustration as well. You do want to keep Twiston in that right mindset, especially if you've got Split as map 2. You need him to be integral to success. He has been wondrous at that. But
Pokemon that shut the fuck up.
I feel like we're going to be just kind of seeing the.
I still found it super weird that there was like that one Ed Sheeran song crossover that was like a Pokemon ad.
Hot and cold look throughout.
I assume they hired him to do that, but it was just such a weird crossover.
He just did it for fun. He was like.
To be honest though, people do write songs that don't end up being like for example, I'm pretty sure loads of people around a Bond movie will write a Bond movie song that could be the Bond movie song, and then when it's not, they just release the song anyway.
So that's definitely.
It's Lego House copyrighted by Lego. Fuck it, yeah.
Was, you know, cleaning things up and playing crossfires effectively, not overextending.
See what Marvin Gaye thinks about that.
Last week we had Nookie full.
I think we should get it on.
And I think at that point the tilt factor set in, and the playbook's kind of gone out the window at that point. But
come on, Twiston.
Demonstrating some restraint here. I guess one round aside early on here on Lotus.
See how this looks Twisted much. No, not much luck at all. Hoodie very well.
He almost gets wallbang there.
Low, but he's held his own against the front man of Twiston. So he's done his job to that degree. He can slip slightly further back.
It was in the end credits of the Pokemon game. Everyone had to mute it on Twitch to stop copyright claims. Really? It was copyrighted? When? That's so fucking stupid.
Will certainly give it away, and the follow-up of the dog.
Updraft away though, so a lot of that investment mitigated here. Sender desperately looking for something.
They needed that kill.
What are you doing?
They're holding this back line.
I think they just wanted to bring back the advantage, but that's failed miserably. And that paranoia has not hit anyone, which is kind of cursed.
Giants looking very refined here. Wondrous
nice retake from them.
Flawless.
And such composure kept them.
I think again the key word here is
Nintendo tried to be creative. Yeah, that's true actually.
Some of those rounds just spiraled out of control last week. Definitely a positive start here for Giants. Actually shifting the focus towards Vitality.
My friend said I need some greens on my fucking hell.
Setups. Gosh, so much for him to worry about and shoot at. The fact he even gets away from that, yes, heavily tagged up. But
it's like you need to make this room a little bit more homely. All right, I'll add some fucking Lego.
A couple of little situations there, like the self flash in from Destrian. He's got to swing with that. Again, the choice is you get blinded.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo go after everything.
So again, coming back to that kind of comfort zone.
Stop the curse.
Haven't seen it just yet.
That's the funny thing. I don't really care who wins this game.
So we could see him fall into comfort.
I want both these teams to make playoffs.
Not there as of yet. Looking way more intent on finding a challenge at middle though. Giants.
My mum said I don't see enough green, so I showed her my wallet. Do you have a green wallet?
off the back of that.
Why is it a lot like Mad Lad? Why like Pickle and Pluto writing a fucking song with these bars?
I feel like it's more that they're writing some sort of shit comedy show.
And the same you could say with the hoodie attempt as well, but in towards the side we go. And
Loads of money in it. I didn't get that. But you're from England, right? So your money's actually not green.
By any means, he's been punished a couple of times on this now. Sight.
Call that bars.
Here. Should be getting that plant coming in.
Oh, don't do that to Pickle. If you're here all fucking night, sharing his best.
We have to see this
We
once
can't
again.
all be
Do they have
quick
that
with
same cohesion, that ability to trade so perfectly off each other? What do Giants have for us now? First flash goes in. They start to build their attempts. They send it tagged up, but the
he survived?
It's
Okay, they've actually traded that really well.
Take it away a little bit here. A 1v2. Gets popped. And he's got nothing to do here. He just got to sit and watch as they close
Kill him.
And it could have been
Oh, fucking Destrian wanted the knife.
By the way, Nookie's gone down. And Vitality back into this.
Beautiful round from Molesy, actually. So much utility invested there to just make sure the plant actually
I mean, I
goes
think
down.
a lot of like copyright-free
Rhyme
use
actually digging his
laws
heels in,
need a
finding the
look at.
kill.
But
Unfortunately, the retake not successful this
dinosaurs
time
be
around.
dinosaurs.
Great anticipation there, actually. I'm not even sure, was the wingman spammed off because the spike
Nice
dropped
round, Molesy.
back down off site.
I think they are eyebrows. I think it's like the fucking eyebrows that some of the like anime characters have, right?
All ultimates.
Or am I just completely off base?
Still with the Vipers
I don't know. I don't know what it's meant to be.
Very close to
That's
those
true,
seekers
actually. You
once
don't
again.
have to water Lego plants.
Revert
But
back
there
to
you
this
go.
default here from Vitality.
We curse in Vitality? No, because Fnatic won. So is it really a curse?
So much pressure on the likes of Rhyme and Hoodie to not ever overextend, get caught out early.
Well, they were
I also
very
just don't
proactive
have
on
a
the
Giants
defensive rounds
jersey.
last week, so
And that
I'm
might be
really
the same for
happy
the
that
last
those
game
are
as
the
well,
sort of
where I
ones
don't
that
have a
you
Koi
expect
jersey.
Gibson,
And I just thought it'd
moulding
be
element,
weird to just
but
leave on the
really
Fnatic jersey.
kind of talk the team back into playing a lot safer.
Are you going to wear them
Maybe on
tomorrow?
curse. Yeah, that's true,
Yeah,
actually.
literally through here. I think maybe on the sound cue, I'm not sure if the Trailblazer was invested, but Hoodie stands his ground once again.
Yeah, incredible work from him. The spam aside, even.
They have,
just
yeah,
finding
they've
that
really
follow-up is
struggled
more
to
than
kill
enough.
Hoodie
And so
almost
if you
every
are still
single
just being
time.
solo site anchor,
Hoodie's
this is
been
huge
like a
damage.
top-tier
Yes, the support
Viper
system's
recently.
already here, though. You've got Nookie now towards the
The
site.
only
and
curse I'll
Cloud
acknowledge is the
taking
one that
spot,
led
but we
to
look towards what
Heretics
the
win.
others can achieve.
Nah,
Send
trust
Phone
me,
Cold
if
and
you
Destrian.
watched me while I
Space
was
has been found.
watch fighting
The form of-
GE,
was
there
it
were
Bone
definitely
Cold
some rounds
slipping
in
into
there.
towards C? Yes,
Where there
that
was
should be
one
ringing
round where I
alarm
went, oh,
bells
I
now,
love
because
this
Rhyme
team,
knows
they're
that
playing
that
so
C
well
side is somewhat
off their
open, and
coordination
they
and
definitely are
timing,
pressuring
and then
forward.
they
I don't think
insta-peaked
that
in a
flash from the
3v2
court,
and
anyone that they
died.
just sent over towards the A site either, so
I was going to say, Nookie's reposition there actually hinders.
I think the one
Ice was
curse
kind
with
enough to
Heretics,
clip that
though.
one and tweet
Head
it.
away from this
I
location,
think
but Arm will come through.
the Heretics curse came from me though.
Sending out all
Yeah,
the way
I think
back
that was
into
more
spawn.
you than anyone else.
Bone Cold looking for a very aggressive
Well,
pick
like
here.
Zesh wasn't going to
Can't
do
just
it, so
rotate.
somebody had to.
now
Yeah,
they
Zesh
have
wasn't going to
had
do it
Rhyme
because
sat
there's
in this
already
kind of
enough
deep
clips
position,
of
so
him
they
to
know there is
last
space
the
for this
fucking
happen.
lifetime.
He'll do it
Really
accidentally
well
during a
timed.
cast.
Paranoia
I set it
exchange on
up
either
and
side,
make
pretty
people
sure they
wait
caught
through
all three
post-plant
and
in
the one
order
on
to
the other
see
one
it.
actually
Going
just sit forward. Audacious
Oh, you
play.
fucking-
Yeah, a little crazed there.
That was
from
just
Bone Cold.
nuts.
Probably
Why?
something happened out of nothing, and Ryan's
Oh,
having it
that is a...
absolutely set
my
right-
God.
No.
Oh no,
Sender.
bit whiffy,
I
bit
thought he
whiffy.
could have had something
I mean,
magical
I
there,
don't
not
think
the
there's any
case.
situation where you could do that and not win.
Clutching at straws in the end.
You got
It's
four
time.
people running past you.
This time 6 years from now, I'll be on that screen you're watching. As in, like,
try some of those looks.
you'll
not
be
sure
a
if Bone
pro
Cold
player.
thinks he's gonna be
How
able
old
to
are you,
fake his
Pickle?
TP,
Because
and
I feel like
think,
you're
you know,
already
he's
within
getting
the
even
age
more
of being a
aggressive.
pro
It was off
player.
the orb tap. Yeah.
Those are the hardest kills to hit.
And still getting another.
Maybe.
Wow.
And even little things as well here, like Hoodie getting an extra smoke to really allow him to secure that position.
Never you mind.
If they continue with
The
this setup,
fuck?
the 1-1-3 towards A site, then they need to find a way to dig him out of that position.
This time,
Or at least
60
pressure him
years
off
from now,
just
be on the
playing that
screen.
snake
Yeah,
bite.
probably
The
some
pinch needs to
fucking
come through
man
towards site.
arrested for rolling through London
I'm
in a
curious of
nice
actually
green van,
how they do approach that.
shouting bars.
And Giants kind of flipping the script a
people
bit,
with
going back
Sunny
to
D.
that three-play lean towards C early on. Investing 2 players deep, supplementing Rhyme's positioning, and then kind of instantly peeling the back, and actually gives them such a correct position now to play this from, whether they know it or not. It's a good read. It is could be that B piece again. We're looking for a little bit better synergy from Giants on this, and Fatinho already finding Destrian.
That's the
not
thing,
bad
6
at all.
rounds already for Giants on the defensive side is just absurd. And the problem is, I don't feel like Gecko's bad on defensive side if you know how to use it, but it's mainly in there for the attack, and thus far it's been kind of cheap. Oh, the thing is, it's been fine, but it's like, it hasn't been a game changer.
Yeah, I kind of feel like just some of these post plants from Vitality are just ass. Like, I think they're just overstepping the mark way too much. I think, like you said, Sender's not really playing post plant as well as you could be on a Viper.
But I'll come back to what I said at the start of this map. Giants looking way more structured.
I just kind of think if you're running...
allowing Coutinho to kind of dip his toes a little bit.
26-0 Fnatic and Loud. What is going on?
2v2 or 3v3 ahead of these executions is working so much better for Giants.
So you mean I made you? Damn.
Like just
damn.
Whipped him into shape.
Yeah, because this does just look like.
I think if you're gonna run double initiator, I would 100% prefer the fade over the Gecko.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's a good start. That's not quite so good.
Sake Bone Cold.
TP'd on top of the box.
That was
This is interesting. Prime.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And you do go down.
This round's clapped.
He doesn't get halted.
And they're being pushed from behind. They're being pushed from behind. They don't even know it. Oh, they do now. But actually, Mozzi's isolated.
So everyone should turn here. Everyone should turn for Cloud. They are. At least they force him away from this position. Force him to reconsider. But Cloud's creating so much pressure in the back line that Vitality haven't converted this to a plant just yet.
Fuck off, Ice. This was my fault.
Gonna hear that waddling on through.
I'm just already tired of seeing Bone Cold die stood on a box 5,000 yards away from everybody else.
Way more of a chance. The flash didn't catch, but they know the one just got sent out.
Ryan
from that
hitting
side,
the
so
hard
it's not too surprising. Nuki going to apply the pressure off the back of the flash as well. Lovely little synergy between the two.
Ooh.
And Mozzie left to rot. Twiston.
Okay, nice. That kind of glitched a bit.
And now it's
oh, did it glitch for you as well?
Yeah,
I was like, nice jiggle peek.
Oh!
Coutinho!
The fucking last second, like... And actually, that was Destrian as well. Destrian was the one in the fucking ult. So if he gets around that corner, that's a free kill, but he managed to catch him. That's actually so fucking sick.
I think he was going back to pick it up again. It just so happened to see Coutinho.
Maybe.
I think he was clearing it and then dropping the ult back towards him that he could pick it up and use it a second time.
I wonder if he just saw him. Yeah, this was...
That's also just a bad place to ult because you just can't...
That's an awful place to ult because the fucking spawn is
sightlines, yeah.
What?
Don't show Fatinho that replay. Whatever you do.
He made such a good choice. Just go pure hunter, right? Just try and chase it down. No, it'd be in that ult for a couple more seconds, but that's going to be a frustrating one. Now, a little bit of a
any ults? Blade Storm, maybe. Viper's Pit. Oh, the Viper is over on A, though, and dead.
Outdone this time. Cloud's going to find him. And now what do they do? Double
Sender just
back in.
Not finding
Did every
value,
team let KC win in
so
scrims?
far.
Is this the Sliggy thing? That's what I saw that video. Sliggy just being like, yeah, if people do weird shit, I just let them win.
Setups for Vitality.
Also, the fact that he said that he would DM the coach being like, man, you're a genius. That's so fucking evil. The funny thing will be if there's a coach sat there going like, wait, he DM'd me that.
Oh no, that'd be heartbreaking.
Like, you had a great day, like, Sliggy said I was really good at my job, and then you see that clip and he's just like,
oh, 1v2,
okay.
Plant is on his side.
Destrian 1v2 has a mosh.
Very little the mosh pit to work with. That's
nothing
it.
else. There's a smoke.
Prime still has a smoke in the TP to play.
There's two smokes.
Hoodie.
Molly's been used.
And the double swing. Well,
doesn't matter.
by Giants.
Yeah, doesn't even matter. I feel like Tombizz is the opposite. Tombizz is the one trying to calm the team down while Angel is fucking doing batshit stuff.
A lot of those concerns at least being, I don't want to say completely answered, but definitely improved upon from that Heretics performance.
Yes. I think that's the key aspect here, is that it is some of the issues you walked away with from that Heretics game.
That's a very good half from Giants.
One of those worries, at least. Now, obviously, that could still fall apart, right? Like, let's say
this is their map choice, though, right?
They didn't start from a deficit here, so there wasn't that. I did attribute a lot of those rounds last week to tilt rounds.
Oh, 100%.
Again, when the Yoru's getting away.
Thing is, though, Giants split
Mixwell, who's had
pretty good, right?
not an awful lot of success this season as well. Those are the things that
like the only losses they've had: 13-11 to Fnatic, 15-13 to Na'Vi.
Giants unable to really stabilize.
I don't know if I'm that confident in. Like, I think Vitality's split is really fucking good, but like
structured setups, they're
I wouldn't say it's like that much of a fucking
proactively going out hunting on the defensive side.
Like dominant map for them.
Where,
Will Keith diff Aspas? I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Quite often it didn't amount to a round win for them.
No. So good to see Pipson's got some part of this back into line and
looking great on some of the retakes as well.
Yeah, very much so. I think only one really got thrown back in their face, but beyond that, it was actually quite impressive to watch.
Oh wow, it was actually so ridiculously close to that ult caught him.
It's a good course correction for the side who seemingly struggled quite a bit initially. And I was a little worried when I saw this map because I was just thinking they're a sucker for pain. Pipson's just making
on that Keith Copium.
Again, you look at this.
That sounds like a good rap name.
For 13-4 result.
Sure.
And,
maybe the other way around, Copium Keith. Actually, that sounds more like an agony aunt.
Or at least, I guess, a mental reset in terms of the way they're approaching some of these rounds is definitely a positive. Pipson,
see ya, Ice.
As ever.
Hope you have a good evening.
A lot to say about a successful
and no curse of liquid, please. No comment.
Yeah, he's. I'd love to almost have a chat with him with this consideration of coming back into Lotus, something that was certainly causing,
go cold for the entire 90-0, right? If you're if you're even getting 60 kills, you should have already won the game. If you have 90, that means you're fucking literally playing alone.
What Giants thinks is happening in some of these rounds.
And it feels like it became quite clear once you watch the game back. Obviously, being in the game feels very different to watching it slightly removed, so I'm sure it was almost instantaneous. But yeah, imagine being part of that review process, and the brawl's going to continue ahead of the flash.
Oh, it's frenzy fire.
Didn't even pop it in the end. Walking away in basically the same scenario, 3v3 here.
Try and time off, I guess almost feigning that this is an information flash. So they're just relying on actually the players on Giants turning it. Problem being, though, with a 2-for-2 trade, it puts Bone Cold in a very difficult position now to fulfill that anchor role. Other two members of Vitality position towards C. And still actually with Nuki alive and with flank control with big
I'm looking forward to split between these two teams, though. I think that'll be a banger map. I don't know if, like...
Bone Cold into a more
this one so far hasn't... I don't know, it's like... I feel like some Lotus games are very exciting and some of them just feel very, very dull because of how slow the early rounds are. Like, you're either getting aggressive C pushes or very, very slow defaults. Like just waiting for aggression, so it just makes the map feel quite slow.
Let's see how diligent they are on this. Bone Cold's getting curious,
yeah.
Though. He's interested in what's around that corner. He's going to find out very soon. Lovely shot towards Rhyme.
Oh, Nuke's gone fucking huge.
And now he's just Bone Cold.
He looked up. He actually looked up. The fucking hoodie's so he's just like, oh, Bone Cold's probably TP'd up on the fucking box again.
Yeah, Bone Cold can still keep slipping forward. Another turret put down.
Nice round from Nuke. He's the only man who can play the Ghost and win.
In this, finding all of the three basically in that 2v2, but still a good attempt from Bone Cold there.
See if Vitality do continue to try and put Twistin in a position. Again, biggest criticism has
at least
been
Bone Cold didn't die first. That is true. He didn't.
Is in some of these rounds for Vitality. That's certainly something, especially with Split coming up next, that we talk about some of these, the second or third layer to Vitality's play when Twistin is able to pop off.
You enjoying the emotes?
The ability to really convert those rounds into value consistently.
Oh yeah, totally different gear that they can achieve if that does get, that box gets ticked. But
Twistin's had a quiet game again.
5 to 12, not really having.
I think they're going to need him to step up on defense if they're going to stand a chance.
And
I like how look how many rifles there are on the side of fucking
do have the upgraded pistols, but beyond
Vitality.
That, very little.
Oh, sorry, on Giants. Like they know that they're coming up against a tough buy here.
went for an attempt, but it was comfortable for Hoodie. And working back in on the site that he was so adamantly defending just that prior half.
I found
the rest of Vitality just going to be working the way around again. If you're looking for any takeaways here,
Ryan's
you're hoping that chip damage can be achieved. Maybe land a couple of shots here. Molzy does have a little bit of an angle to work with if Giants decide to slip deeper towards the site, and they do. Ooh. And there's the opportunity beckoning. Molzy going to find Fatinho.
Actually, that alarm bot getting disabled at just the right time for Twistin and
Oh
Sender.
shit, yeah, because UK's moved forward. That actually allows them to flank. The thing is, they're all playing within, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't think they're going to know about this.
How much can they get from it?
It's
still
just,
aware of the chance
yeah,
of
the second the door opens, then they'll realize, but it doesn't matter.
Do they expect more? Now they certainly know there's going to be more. There's the shot, though. It's Molzy again fighting.
On ball side.
Oh my god! Hoodie is in danger, battling his way back.
Oh my god, Molzy. Oh my god.
Making a mountain out of this round.
That's fucking ridiculous.
What is it with Giants losing to freaking
I think as well, Giants
crazy
literally positioned towards the majority of this pressure coming back through spawn, back through archway.
He actually hits the headshot. Well. Yeah, he hits the headshot with the distance. Fuck me.
That much.
And another one. And another one. And that was commentated by he who shall not be named.
Vitality need. We know how vocal they are. We know how active they are on stage.
Team Molzy.
Giants calling.
Oh yeah, I'm taking a timeout to run like that as well. Fucking Pipson's gone nuclear.
Pipson cam right now.
I know you can hear us.
I listened to some of the comms last week because we had like the radio sets to like listen to team comms and stuff.
It's mild. It's mild.
He is so loud.
Yes.
He's in the
it is just.
He's gone full Redgar at this point. Yeah.
Are the mid-teams of America's better than the mid-teams of... I don't know, I think it varies how far down you go in each one. Because it's like, I feel like America's...
I think America's is better.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I also think that's based on form.
The thing is, I'd be interested to see, like, say for example, the Liquid right now versus like an NRG or a Leviathan. I think that could be a really good match. So like, they're kind of the middle teams. Giants are in the middle as well. I don't know.
Do some like versus thing of like first versus versus Americas versus first in EMEA, and then just go down the list like second, third, fourth, fifth, and see who wins each individual matchup.
Yeah.
But I don't think in terms of setup you really account for those sort of things.
If only we had thought that before the fucking 40-minute technical pause.
Frenzy, Sheriff's Ghosts, and
lots of they who shall not be named. Yeah, it's a shame.
No.
Did he jump or updraft as well?
No, did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Molzy he sprayed the turret as it was put out, and as he finished the spray, Fatinho dashed in and got headshot.
What the fuck?
It is. He was also like high in the air. It was just that the spray licked up on the Vandal.
Yeah, but
did he get the Vandal as well?
I don't know.
Yeah,
now he does.
Yeah.
Okay, what do they have here? We've got turret. They're gonna trade it out, so full HP has it. A little bit messy here. The Seeker's gonna dissipate before they make any sort of damage. Oh, that's a missed opportunity there for Rhyme. Caught.
Be fucking careful. Remember who you're up against, boys. Remember who you are up against.
Has he got Swarm set up?
He popped his Nano Swarm already.
No.
And they've got a smoke on Bone Cold. They've got.
He ain't got shit.
The paranoia's there. Nookie, what can you do about it?
Nice, Bone Cold. That was a big kill. That was a big kill.
He's like, yeah, fuck this.
In the end,
I wish I had Bone Cold's confidence, because the man is just...
No man's land trying to set up a smoke.
I reckon you unleash Foot. That's the thing. I think Foot have looked really good.
Is this it? Is this it?
As soon as you hear that happen.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dashed into it as well.
I mean, this here.
What? He's not even close to fucking aiming at him. He's aiming at him here, and it goes over there.
Killed Twister before he killed the turret, and the turret is what he was aiming at.
Jesus. Fatinho.
I mean, if makeup drew them on, they should have shaved his eyebrows as well.
Full commitment. Just VIT them.
Or just, yeah.
I reckon Giants would be tough. I don't know. Giants are so inconsistent. It's really hard to say.
You know what I mean? I've been slacking. Twistin has to eventually fall away from this, but looked for an early chance, posturing over towards that C site, but does
Because there's also like if you get peak Leviathan, they could be near the top of EMEA. It's just hard. Like it's really difficult. There's so many really interesting matchups.
Perfect catch with the flash as well. Will confirm presence.
Also depends on the veto and stuff as well. Like
at least read a little bit of a readjustment.
That's why Locking was a cool tournament. I'd love to see something like that again, but just not single elimination, but it's not possible.
Two players committed towards greeting this B hit. It's very often, well, sorry, it's not very often you see teams fully commit to a B hit, especially after conceding the
if
first
he gets
blood
this
here,
right with the ult,
Giants.
if he gets this right, they're so fucked.
Wingman's going to note it. Flashes cloud. Doesn't expect the secondary swing. Hoodie's there. Okay, this is getting a little bit more
that's the thing, though. They're fucking ready for it now. I feel
Spikes
like they
on the
needed the
site.
timing right.
No one can
If
get
he
Spikes.
paranoias first and then
Chance
puts
for a
that
small
through,
window, but that gets
I think that they
closed.
fucking he
Down,
catches
how do
a
they
couple
hold?
of players with
It's
that.
difficult to hold, but then again, playing back
Don't
in with that
go
operator,
bone hot.
not going to be easy
Keep
either.
bone cold.
So this could be a big flash here. Now dealt with immediately.
Just Destrium throwing everything out and having it broken.
Retake here for Vitality.
Oh, good hold. Very good hold.
Can't achieve anything.
A B-side post plant like that is really difficult to get away with, especially that cleanly.
And they're also all just playing on sight. They're not backing off. They're just holding all these angles as a crossfire.
Should I make curry or order food? How good is the curry? Like, out of 10,
Order
how
curry.
good is your homemade curry?
It's so rare to see a team actually follow through with this. Especially a contact
That's also
play
true.
into
He
B.
could order one. But I want to know how good it is. Solid 7.
This purely could be a composition thing where without
You've kind of left it in the middle ground. That's the thing. Sometimes an 8.
Another no respect round from Giants.
And what would you be ordering?
Like, who's going to be actively holding this angle? Viper wall drops. Is anybody going to be posted up on this?
If you say you
Likely
order
it
a
is.
curry,
No.
then I'll probably say just fucking order it.
Go back in. Ultimate starting to filter through. We already have Rhymes there.
Not a clue, then make curry.
Yeah,
you have an idea for what? You're just ordering food for the sake of ordering food.
Probably McDonald's. Ah, no, make the fucking curry.
And early in 10, this is a dangerous position to be in. Gotta be careful here.
Like, if you were gonna order a curry in, maybe I'd be like, okay, it's just laziness, but like,
it's about a minute mark, so
ordering a McDonald's, it's mid as fuck.
Extending a little bit of that.
And especially when you order a McDonald's, it just, it goes down a level. Like, it's not even, like, the chips after 5 minutes go from being, like, a solid, like, 8 out of 10 to a 4. Just because they get, or either they're, like, soggy from just the heat off the fucking bag. It's the, I don't know.
Now you're retaking with
Not
just one
worth
smoke.
it. The second they're cold, they're way below
engagement
average.
here. I'm really curious how this pans out for Vitality. A bit of a fake with the pit here because they found all the space to the door.
This is really nice.
Who have the best and worst
cold
cold
avenues
chip?
of the retake as well.
Another round where there's no
Burger King cold chips are
that actually
the
confirms
worst.
Giants are doing this.
I don't feel like there's many good cold chips.
Like the least worst
Not
then.
an easy fight by any means. He's
I don't
fully out
know.
of kit.
Maybe the like
there's
my
Coutinho
local
going to
fish and
find
chip
bone
shop
cold.
does some banging chips.
And
Like they're
dips
like
away.
the
We do
fat
the
chips,
lockdown.
and
Sends
they are god tier.
He did
But
get
they're
Hoodie,
also
but
they're
taken
very
so
very good
long
when they're
to do.
hot.
The Giants
So.
can still isolate the fight towards CT, and they can turn around, look towards all the other connection points.
Giants seem to be doing
It looks
really
quite
well in
comfortable
their
here.
B post
Turret
plant
will
without
receive the
actually
contact.
having like
So
good
everything
post plant
should be
positions.
confirmed
They're
and
just
noted
holding
here.
from within it.
2v4,
And then
Twisted
Crossfire's
already
just
low. Feels like
dirty.
a formality. And Molesey,
Nice,
not an
Giants.
opportunity to do
Well
anything.
It's also
Right.
something you need to be
Giants
careful of,
starting
is
to
just
show
because
some real
Giants were
diligence,
so
even though it
poor on the
feels
retakes.
risky, it's working.
Yeah, I
Against
feel like this is
Heretics.
targeted.
It's
was
probably
something
one
they
of the
had in
areas that
bank
they're
for their
focused on a
buy
little
rounds,
bit more this
particularly
week,
with the
or
lockdown.
like in
I mean,
VOD
it is
reviews.
horrendous to ever
Because
have
it's
to
night and
retake
day
this
difference
site.
between
On
how
this
they
map,
played
it
against
is just
Heretics versus this.
awful in terms of angles, in terms of that pit playing into
high-low, or
it's disgusting to retake. And actually this one here to have the lockdown as well, there's so much time brought up, and because they don't have to invest an awful lot to take the site, it's a contact play once again. There's nobody on the
Indian
side
curry
of
or
Vitality there
well,
to
I
bring them on the
feel
way
like
in.
if it's Indian
There's no
curry or
real
Japanese,
investment
the
drawn
only
out.
answer
So
there
the
is Indian.
Giants know they have the upper hand in the post plan.
What would be considered a
I'm really
Japanese
curious
curry?
if actually this is just something that was
Like a
planned
katsu or
previously,
something like that?
or taking into account now the composition they've seen in game, because it really is the perfect response to Vitality not having that killjoy available. If anything, actually, you'd feel like the emphasis shifts towards.
I
them
feel like
playing
India
more
will win
proactively.
that
They can't
one.
rely on an anchor for 2 sites, which on Lotus is very concerning. You could argue Bone Cold and Sender, yes, but
Mackie D orders a rise in 4 to 5 minutes. That's not bad.
That presence. You don't get that guarantee on the value.
If I'm going for Japanese food, like Japanese barbecue, underrated as hell.
Better, more.
I'm not going to pretend to remember what I ordered when I had it, but I just ordered a load of different things and everything was good. Also, sushi is like #1.
Yeah, but you could walk up them.
Those are bloody big steps if you're walking up.
I have very short legs. They all look like big steps, mate. All right, I can't help it. At this point, it's a broken buy for Vitality, so hopefully the timeout's given them some sort of concept to work with. Otherwise, it's 12
be
on the
careful,
board,
it's
no matter which way you
pistols.
cut it.
It's pistols.
Dear, Sender. Rocking a hard
Molzy's
place
trying
for
his
him, nowhere
best,
to
but it's
be.
not happening.
Twiston's ult feels almost
pointless now.
Yes.
I live in an apartment and they bring my food to my fuck's sake.
Yeah? All right. Twiston
I will say, I used to live, like when I was in Ukraine, I lived in an apartment block that was basically opposite of KFC, and I did order KFC quite a few times just through sheer laziness. But I also had, like, I used the app so much that I had a fucking unlimited, like, free delivery thing. So I was like, it didn't cost me any extra money, so I didn't feel that bad about it.
Yeah. The 12-6 here for Giants, an opportunity to close this one out fairly swiftly. Third shot. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
A little worried for Vitality, seeing only 6 on the board. Twiston, bottom of the board.
I'm a little worried, just I guess as well because of kind of.
I actually don't know the answer to that. Maybe on Friday.
If they do creep onto Twister's operator.
I'd answer your question with another question.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did DFM play?
Yeah.
quickly coming over to try and be the supportive factor, but they're gonna
yeah, looks like they play.
Or even better, how did DFM play?
Big stall though.
No, wait, did they play Saturday? Yeah, they play Saturday. There you go. But I think you already knew that after.
Cloud, bullish in approach. Once in, gets in. Great work. Cloud takes out Sender. Disrespecting the utility.
Cloud's just fucking on one.
No respect for Vitality. A 3v2
Come on,
now, and it goes
Twiston.
back into the hands of Twiston. Bone
Come on.
by his side. I'm pretty sure he got attacked.
Oh, no. Cloud is too
Ace.
good. Does he ace it? Does he ace it to
1v3.
close?
Plants now down. It's all just piling on here.
Oh my god, he fucking has as well.
An ace for the man.
That was routing.
Wonderful, wonderful round.
And these are the sort of times
My stream froze.
I say it's done, stream over.
rounds. They have